Welcome to EJ Care. Stay with us as we expose one of the real threats to your stomach. The video above is not a myth or a movie. It is a real case of worm infestation that received no attention till it got complicated. Have you ever felt constantly tired, weak, even after a good night's sleep? Bloated, yet eating less? What if I told you something, called the helminths or worms, could be crawling through your bloodstream, sucking your blood, laying eggs in your intestines, and robbing your brain of oxygen? Worms aren't just passive guests. They're active invaders, hijacking your stomach, intestine, bloodstream, and even vital organs, slowly consuming you from the inside out, and they're not your friends. It might interest you to know that, according to the World Health Organization, WHO, 1 in 4 people globally is infected with soil-transmitted helminths, often unknowingly. Did you know? Some worm infections, such as the tapeworm infections, require hospital care if they migrate to vital organs. Did you know? A 2019 study in Kenya found that 45% of adult epilepsy cases in rural areas were linked to untreated pork tapeworm infections. The worms that infect humans are of types such as the roundworms, hookworms, tapeworms, whipworms, pinworms and threadworms. The danger isn't just about having worms, it's about what they do to your body. Before we dive into who needs deworming and why, let's understand what deworming is. Who can be affected by worms? Many think deworming is just for children. That's false. Whether you're a student, a mom, a dad, a CEO, or a street vendor, worms don't care. But you should. Especially if you eat roadside foods, walk barefoot, have pets, don't wash fruits properly, work around soil, sewage or live near open drains or areas with poor sanitation, and drink untreated water. Urban dwellers, too, are at risk through contaminated salads or raw food. Even health professionals are advised to deworm every 4 to 6 months. Stay with me, let me explain how hookworms infest you without your knowledge and the harm they cause in your body. The faleriform larvae, which are hookworms commonly found on soil and human waste, are the infective stage of hookworm larvae. When you walk barefoot or sit on soil contaminated with human waste, the faleriform larvae penetrate your intact skin, usually through the feet or buttocks. They have secret enzymes that break down skin proteins, allowing them to burrow through. Once they penetrate your skin, they enter your bloodstream and are carried to the heart, then pumped into the lungs. The larvae exit the blood into the tiny air sacs of the lungs, known as the alveoli. Here, the body reacts, leading to mild irritation, and you start coughing. From the lungs, they start crawling up the airways to the throat. However, when you swallow them through your spits and sputum, the larvae move down the esophagus, into your stomach and eventually reach your intestine. So, in the small intestine, the larvae mature into adult hookworms. They attach to the intestinal mucosa, release anticoagulants, causing continuous bleeding, and 0.25 ml of blood is sucked up per worm per day, resulting in iron deficiency anemia, fatigue, pallor, and even steel iron and vitamin A, causing stunted growth in kids. Further damages include bloating, diarrhea, constipation, poor memory, and low concentration. Not just hookworm, roundworms can grow up to 35 centimeters inside your intestines, feed partially on digested food, robbing you of nutrients. They can migrate into bile ducts, pancreas, or lungs, resulting in malnutrition, intestinal obstruction, biliary colic, respiratory symptoms called the Loeffler syndrome. Another one is the Taenia solium, called the pork tapeworm, consumed via undercooked pork. Some of these worms migrate to the liver, brain, or eyes, culminating in seizures, intracranial hypertension, chronic headaches, and hydrocephalus. Even the whipworm, which damages colonic epithelium, leads to dysentery, rectal prolapse, and growth stunting in children. In severe infections, it causes trichuris dysentery syndrome, TDS, A fatal condition in infants if untreated. The Strongyloides stercoralis, called threadworm, is unique in that it has auto-infection cycle. It can live in your body for decades. In immune-compromised patients, e.g., HIV, cancer, it causes hyperinfection syndrome leading to multi-organ failure. This is not theory. These are real threats. Worms. Infections often present with vague symptoms like bloating, insomnia, constant hunger, or dry itchy skin, which are easily misdiagnosed or ignored. How to deworm? Deworming is not complicated, but it must be done right. Deworming is effective, but preventing reinfection is key. Consult your doctor, pharmacist or nurse now. 7 ways to stay worm-free. Wash hands before eating and after using the toilet. Boil or treat drinking water. Cook meat thoroughly. Wear shoes outdoors. Wash fruits and vegetables properly. Deworm pets regularly. Maintain proper toilet hygiene. If this video enlightened you, please like, share and subscribe.